The next exercise that Charlotte was taking us through was an interview for Model Monthly.
I'm Penny Penworth from Models Monthly. Now, we're doing a little bit of a story today on your journey of Australia's Next Top Model.
Who's your least favourite person in the house and why?
I don't really have a least favourite, but the person that I know least is Christy.
At this point, still in the house, probably Demelza. We just don't mesh well. She's very young, she's very immature.
I didn't get on well with Alamella. We were just two completely different people.
Most of the questions were tricky intentionally, but these are questions that can be asked.
Is Demelza really the big bitch she comes across as on the show?
Demelza's actually quite a sweetie. She can be a bitch to the people she doesn't like, but if you're close to her, she's really nice to you.
She enjoys pushing people's buttons, and I think she's just, most of the time, wants to have fun and doesn't realise that she's hurting people along the way.
So who's the fattest in the house?
I think, again, Demelza's the fattest in the house. Bitchiest and the fattest. You know, it's not so much that she's fat, just...
Alex gave me the golden line. Demelza is the fattest and the bitchiest. Lovely, thank you very much. It's a great headline. It makes great content. Alex, your headline. Alex disses fat bitches. This facially enhanced wannabe model was quick to quip about her fellow contestants on Australia's Next Top Model. I think Demelza's the fattest in the house, the bitchiest and the fattest, Alex fired. Talk about a stiff upper lip, this model hopeful believed herself above the other contestants.
Alex dug a big hole and she's still sitting at the bottom of it.
Karis?
Your headline, Stunned Bunny Fails to Stand Out. Oh. The first impression of a top model shouldn't be that of a rabbit caught in the headlights, which is exactly what Karis seemed to be.
Basically, I was just painting a picture of how Karis can come across. And that's not a very kind description, but it's quite an apt one.
She did, however, reveal that she didn't plan on sleeping her way to the top. Demelza. Your headline reads, Winner or Witch? Our first impression of Australia's Next Top Model contestant Demelza was a marshmallow-coated steel. She summed it up best, saying, I think my honesty comes off as being bitchy, but I'm entitled to my own opinion.
What Demelza doesn't realise is that what she believes is opinionated will come across to the public as just being downright nasty. Sam, your headline is IQ size 0. When questioned about global world issues affecting the fashion business, Sam replied that she usually referred these issues to her stylist. Well, here we bid you farewell. We hope you're going to be media madams.
Great to see you guys again.
Thank you.
See you later.
See you later. Oh, hang on. Something for you. I suggest you read it. Oh.
And just remember, you could be tomorrow's news.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Jody Mail.
My reputation is a media creation. John Lydon, formerly Johnny Rodden. Ladies, how are you going to be perceived when you're in the hot seat?
Oh, I bet you we're interviews. Yeah, we're meeting people for real this time.
What we did today was in a comfortable environment. It was a lesson. I know what the challenge is tomorrow, and the girls are going to find it hair-raising.
After we got our Jodie mail, I went and confronted Alex because she'd said that she thought that I was the biggest and the bitchiest in the house. And I was wondering why she'd, said that.
I didn't say you were the fattest. I said you had the one who had to work the most because of your thighs, and I'm pretty sure everyone has the same opinion. And I said, well, sorry if you took offence to that, but I'm sure you were asked the same thing. And then it pretty much ended. I said, well, what do you want me to say about you when they ask me questions directly? And she said, she didn't really have an answer.
Yeah,
And I'm sure you say things about me, and I'm sure all the other girls talk about all of us, so...
That's the thing, I haven't said anything about you because I don't have a bad thing to say about you. I don't, the only thing I could possibly say now is that I don't really trust you.
I just don't think we mesh well.
I don't know, she said something about how she doesn't think that I'm mature enough to handle this and that our personalities don't mesh well and that's the end of it. I just think that you've been completely sneaky with the way that you've just done that because...
What do you mean sneaky with the way that I've done it?
Every time that we're around each other, you're fine.
Because there's no point in being rude.
There's never been an issue. She just got really defensive and really quite aggressive and wanted to bring things up from the past.
The only reason I have an opinion of what you are like is from what you have shown me and what you have treated other people like. So, you know, it's your own fault that I have this opinion of you, not making things up.
Well, I have an opinion of you and I do not trust you at all.
Well, I don't care if you trust me or not. Honestly, I really don't care.
Fine. Look, let's just not ever deal with each other again. I just ended up walking away from her because she was not making sense at all, and I just couldn't be bothered to deal with her telling me pointless facts about how she feels.
It's so ridiculous. I feel so high school right now.
It's so unfair because they come out looking so sweet and so lovely. And they're not at all. It's just that they're so sneaky about the things that they do. And then when you say that to people, you look like the bad person.
They do. They talk about us all the time. But they just do it to each other so that no one knows.
I wrote a letter to Demelza because I feel bad about what I said and when it was put so blatantly in a magazine like that. So seeing as she doesn't really want to speak to me, I thought I'd leave her a letter. So I'll just leave it there. I'm sure she'll read that. And it pretty much just says, I'm sorry, we really don't know one another that well. Let's be friends. No, it doesn't say anything like that. I said, let's not be cliche about it. You know, if we don't get along, let's not deny that. But I'm sorry if I offended you.
Yeah, she wrote me a letter and said that she felt bad. And yeah, I don't know, I kind of felt like she'd noticed that she'd been caught out looking really mean and a little bit horrid. And so to make up for it, she wanted to get her image back as being really nice. So she wrote a letter, and it wasn't like she felt bad, she just wrote it so that she didn't look bad. We turned up at the Sheridan on the Park, and it's really familiar for me because that's where I stay with my parents when we come to Sydney.
And it was really kind of nerve-wracking because we knew we were having interviews of some sort. We weren't really looking forward to it after we got slaughtered with Charlotte and Ian with Models Monthly.
Hello, Final Four. Girls, I hope you had a great day with Charlotte and Ian yesterday and you learnt a lot about the media. Because today, behind these doors, I have 4 key journalists. Ladies, today your challenge is to sit with them individually and be grilled in an interview situation. It's going to be gruelling, but this is exactly what successful models have to do on a daily basis. Let's get into it. Karis, you're first.
Okay.
Let's go.
Sure. I was kind of really looking forward to it, actually. I was wanting to see what people could write about me or how they could twist things that I was saying.